Hi, I'm Sarah and you're watching Can Sarah DIY It. Today I want to refinish this table that I've had forever. It was in my parents' home for a really long time. I don't know exactly how long they owned it, but my sisters, my two older sisters, are really modern in their styles. So when it comes to handing down furniture, I'm usually the one that gets the goods. So that's cool. However, this has like a really yellowy kind of vibe and I am not into it. I did see on Christina Mascari's channel, she did this desk where she sanded the top and the legs and she painted sort of like the middle section in a gray color, and then she left the top and the bottom of the legs sort of like a natural wood. She ended up adding white wax to sort of lighten the wood a little. So I don't want to do exactly what she did, but she's for sure my inspiration. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to link that video in my description box so that if you're interested, she knows a lot more than I do. So if you really want to try this technique, I would recommend watching her video for tips and tricks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and see if I can do it, right? That's what my channel's all about. See if I can try and do what she did. It turned out so pretty. I want to try it on this piece of furniture. I'm going to start with my Surf Prep sander. And in this video, this is the second time I'm going to be using my Surf Prep. I want to show you a little bit more about how to use it, because in the first video that I did, I was just figuring things out. So I didn't really talk much about how to use it because I was figuring things out and I wasn't sure about giving you advice when I wasn't 100% sure myself. So today I'm going to be giving you a little bit more tips and tricks on the Surf Prep. I am going to be using Dixie Belle's Silk all-in-one mineral paint in Tide Pool. So this color, it's pretty, right? And then I got Jolie's finishing wax top coat in white. So I've got white wax. I also have from Jolie. So I ordered Jolie's wax because I have their clear wax and I really like the consistency of it. I like the finish of it. I have done a couple pieces of furniture and I've coated them, like done a top coat in their wax, and I love it. So I've only used a little bit of their paint, but I've used their wax on multiple pieces of furniture and I really like it. So I got their white wax because I knew I already liked their clear wax. So, you know. And I have this wax brush. It's like a cheap thing, but it'll work. And I have a Zibra brush. It's just like a little angle brush, but it'll do it. I'm not painting much of this. And what I'm painting, I'm not gonna sand. So I'm gonna sand the top and I'm gonna sand like the bottom half of the legs down to bare wood. So, you know, fingers crossed, wish me luck. I hope I do a good job. And it's going to be my second time using my Surf Prep sander. And I think I'm gonna do okay. This is a project that has been in my head since I saw Christina Mascari's video. So this is like months long that I've been wanting to do it, and I knew I wanted to do it on this piece of furniture. I am gonna use it as kind of like a coffee table in my family room, which is mostly grays, whites, and yellows. And I thought this tealish seafoam color would kind of be okay in there, you know? Yeah, it will, right? Yeah. Okay. I think here we go. Let's get into it. Let's do it. Yeah? You ready? Let's do it. Yay! There's something that I need to address after a long hunt and search for the perfect pair of overalls that are super duper comfy and have a little bit of stretch, but not too much. I found them. Okay, I can do deep lunge. I can do a high kick. I can dance, I can move, I can bend over. Ooh, I'll link them in my description box. I love them. I love them. I'm taking an 80 grit sandpaper on my Surf Prep sander, and I am sanding the surface of the top and the bottom half of the legs to bare wood. I wanted to address a couple things about the Surf Prep sander that I didn't address in my last video, the Power Up video where I used my Surf Prep sander for the first time. The first thing I wanted to tell you is when you get your sander, the blue part of the hose, which you can attach to your sander, is stiff, and then the black part is really bendy. So I think you can kind of order it with or without. The one thing that I learned from watching, I had to like search for videos though. It was really hard to find a video on how to hook up your Surf Prep to a shop vac. That's what I needed help with. I didn't know how to do that. Okay, so the one thing that I didn't know is, so normally when you screw things in, it's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. On this, it's the opposite, so it's counterintuitive. So instead of lefty-loosey, you want to screw it in leftwise. But just intuitively, your mind is going to try and tighten it this way, but it's the opposite way. And you don't want to scrunch the hose too much when you're screwing it in, because it won't screw in as well. So once it's in, you shouldn't be able to pull it out, and mine's in nice and good. The other thing is, on my particular hose, they attach, but they don't tighten. Like you can see, it just slips off. But when you turn the vacuum on, the suction keeps them together. And so I was like, should I tape this? And the answer is no. It stays together just through suction when the vacuum's on, and they kind of just stay together. Unless I yank on this, it stays attached even when the vacuum's not on. And then the other thing is the holes that are in, like these 4 holes, and then all of the sanding pieces that come along with it, they have all the holes. That's the little holes, they suck up the sand, or not the sand, the dust from sanding. They suck that up and they suck it into the shop vac. And so that is why there is literally no dust in my house. If you have any other questions about the Surf Prep, please comment below and ask them. If I have the ability to answer them, I will. If not, I will do my best to try and find out the answers for you. After I sanded everything with the 80 grit, I put a 220 grit sandpaper on my Surf Prep, and I went over every place that I sanded and smoothed out the surface, and it was a huge difference. I also used a sponge on my sander, which I also think made it a huge difference with how soft it made the wood. Before I started painting, I took the painter's tape and I lined up right along with the pieces of wood holding up the bottom shelf, and I wanted to get really good crisp lines because I'm doing a two-tone look and I wanted to make sure that the lines were really, really crisp, and I am happy to say that it worked out really well, as you will see further on in the video. So, just so everybody knows, this week I am participating in the Power Up Collab. And this is a monthly collaboration that I host with my friend Zaina. And there are lovely ladies. The playlist will be linked in my description box. And you have the opportunity to win this $25 gift certificate to Amazon. Yes, you do. You just have to comment in each video the secret word that creator tells you in their video. Comment below, and then you'll be entered to win from a random comment picker. Next week, I'll announce the winner on my community tab and on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's at KenSarahDIY it, and make sure you subscribe and like and comment and all that jazz. I came in with my clear wax first because what I had seen other furniture artists do when using a black or a white wax is laying down a foundation of clear wax and then putting on either a white or a dark wax, because what you can do is then you can wipe back the white wax or a colored wax. You have a little bit more control. You can see that I'm sanding. There was little bits of paint that I had gotten on that edge, and so I took a sanding pad from the Surf Prep and I just sanded back a little bit. Now I'm going in with the white wax, and I think I probably should have skipped the clear wax because I think I should have just gone ahead with the white wax, and I ended up on the rest of the piece only using white wax. I didn't use any more clear wax. I used white wax on the rest of the entire piece. Look at this gorgeous baby. I am like really proud of this table. I would say that this piece is the finest end result that I've gotten from any of my projects. I think now, after, you know, practicing, learning, doing all the research that I've done, watching the YouTubers that are so helpful and educational, I feel like now I'm at a point where I think that my finished work is worth being able to sell. I don't know if I'm gonna sell this piece. I have to think about it because it looks really cute in my family room, but I think maybe my next piece might be something that I sell, which is like incredible, because when I first started, I didn't know, you know, the difference between top coats, and I didn't know how to use a sander. So the fact that I have gotten to this point is pretty incredible. And it also says a lot for you folks watching. If you want to try and get into it, there are resources for you that you can watch, you can learn, and you can start doing this yourself. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I want to thank all of the ladies that are participating in the Power Up collab. My secret word today for this video is jigsaw. I have a jigsaw. It's still in its box. I wanted to use it for this Power Up collab, but I really wanted to finish this table, and it's intimidating. I am definitely using it for the next Power Up collab. It's in the box, and I have some plans to use it. So the secret word that you need to comment below to be entered to win a $25 gift certificate to Amazon is jigsaw. Jigsaw, jigsaw, jigsaw. Hey, jigsaw. But yeah, I'm gonna use it. I have it, I'm gonna use it, okay? Hold me to it, I'm counting on you guys. Make sure you try new things. Have a wonderful week. Goodbye.